Hi friends, this is Denario Research and today I will talk about ICOs. Per my opinion, ICOs are the biggest risk to cryptocurrency market that causes high price volatility. ICO stands for Initial Coin Offering. It is like initial public offering but for blockchain startups. But instead of stocks, investors receive some tokens. There are a few other important differences. The stock market, unlike crypto, is regulated, and companies that go public are being audited and report their income and expenses. Companies behind ICOs, if any exist of course, are private. They do not disclose financial health and have no responsibility for their tokens. And yet another important thing, that public companies have working products that make some profit. Investors buy companies' stock because they believe that company will increase its profit in future and stock price will go up. ICO companies do not have any products or even a minimal viable product. They only have concept or vision. Investors buy their tokens because they believe that company will create the product where these tokens will circulate. They also believe that tokens will be demanded and their price will go up. ICO is very early stage investment and very risky investment. It is more similar to crowdfunding on Indiegogo or Kickstarter rather than initial public offering. A few years ago, I decided to launch my own startup. My partner and I spent about a month on strategy planning and several months on minimum viable product development. When we burned own money, I started to look for an external investment. I was asked to prepare a presentation where some metrics were reflected and tried to pitch potential investors. But unfortunately no one gave me money for further development. My startup had failed, but I have learned the biggest problem of emerging companies. They tried to solve a non-existing problem. The same relates to many companies that launch ICO, like releasing cryptocurrency for adult entertainment. It's Rasputin, and it's really about adult entertainment. Or specific coin for musicians to meet event organizers. I'm actually very surprised that investors like you and I greedily buy such coins on ICO. Let's look at typical ICO company. It has only one-page website where the coin concept is shown in a few images like this, and sometimes even video clip. People behind these companies are typically hidden figures or instead some famous figures in some inner circles. Such company offers you to send your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash to the company and get their fancy coin in return. They attract you by some bonus that ends in 2 days, or promises about going to the moon and so on. But for some reason it works. I don't understand why, but a company like this has already raised $1.2 million. I don't understand why people send their Bitcoins and Ethereums to the company that may not even legally exist. If you want to make big money fast, you should definitely launch the ICO. Take some weird idea like cryptocurrency for taxi drivers. Create a fork of any existing cryptocurrency like Ethereum and call it Taxi Coin. Build one-page website and upload few images there. If you have extra couple bucks, hire a freelancer to make video clip. And that is all. You are ready for ICO. No need to prepare business plan, presentations, MVP, pitches. Leave this crazy shit to Silicon Valley hipsters. Start to advertise your taxi coin. Launch marketing campaign on social media. Give interviews where you explain why taxicoin is better than Uber. And if you do things well, you can raise about $100 million in a few months. And congratulations! You have already received $100 million from investors without any obligation to do something in return. You do not know whether your concept of taxicoin will be demanded. Also, there is a big technical risk. You are about to build blockchain application, what is totally new technology by itself. There are very few people in the world who understand how to program such apps on Solidity. The risk of failure is very high. I assume that many companies will not spend investors' money on product development. Instead, they may say that idea has failed, but they tried and spent investors' money on fancy cars or real estate. Companies raise funds on ICO not in dollars or euros. They get bitcoins and ethereums. With every new ICO announcement, Bitcoin and Ethereum prices go up because investors greedily buy crypto to get some taxi coins in return. When ICO closes, correction begins on Bitcoin and Ethereum markets, and prices dip. Then yet another ICO is being announced, and the story repeats. This adds extra volatility to price movements. If you trade on high time frames, ICO dates may give you a great hint about price movements. Try to imagine a company like Bancor that holds $150 million in crypto, or Tesla that holds $200 million. Unlike individuals who may hold coins forever, companies have operational costs. They pay salaries, rent offices, and so on in fiat currency. That means companies must sell out coins regularly to run the business. That will of course create extra price turbulence, but what is riskier is that too big amounts are accumulated in one hand. Any such company that holds several $100 million can significantly dump price of Bitcoin on Ethereum at any moment. And finally, what happens to the tokens that were distributed on ICO, like in the list on the right hand? Many of them will never reach any exchange. Investors will just hold the bags full of illiquid assets. But what will happen if some exchange decided to list these tokens? The majority of investors will sell out all holdings in the first few days or even hours, and the price will drop far below ICO level. Look at these few charts. Bancor, initial price, and green line here, and a current price below initial. Mobile Go, similar story, and so on. Almost the same. As you see, there is a high level of probability that price will go down in the first few days after token get listed on the exchange. If you want to invest in these tokens or just speculate them, just wait few days and buy low somewhere here. As you see, ICO is very risky investment. Many of ICOs are scam. The only fair ICO I could find in internet is this one, Consumium. They have a very clear goal, as they state that all funds will be spent on personal entertainment and good living. Their team is also great. Look at these fantastic personalities. I am very sure that you know all of them. And just look at their white paper. It is also great and clearly white. Of course, it is a joke, and you should stay away from any ICO and buy tokens on exchange. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want more videos, and leave your questions in the comment section below. Bye!